A year ago, I was drowning, not literally, but mentally. Notifications buzzing every few minutes, always doing something, but somehow accomplishing nothing that actually mattered. It was exhausting. It was endless. It felt hopeless. Until one day, something shifted. I stumbled across an idea that didn't just tweak my habits, it rewired the way I thought, created, and lived. It's called deep work, and it changed everything. Let's be real. We're living in the age of noise. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. We've literally shrunk our attention spans to less than that of a goldfish, 8 seconds. That's all we get. And the price for that? It's massive. We're losing our creativity, our ability to think clearly. Even our mental well being is eroding away, one dopamine hit at a time. I was stuck there too, always busy, always anxious, always numb. My brain felt foggy, my work, mediocre, my potential buried under an avalanche of notifications and open tabs. I knew something had to change, or I was going to burn out hard. That's when I found Cal Newport's deep work, and for the first time in a long time, something clicked. What if, in a world addicted to distraction, the real superpower was focus? So I made a decision 1 year, every single day, a commitment to practicing deep, focused work. No hacks, no gimmicks, just depth. The rules were simple, but brutal. 2 hours of uninterrupted deep work every morning. No phone for the first hour after waking. All notifications off. Social media limited to 30 minutes max per day. Regular digital detoxes like mini fasts for the mind. Weekly check-ins to adjust and improve. Sounds doable, right? Yeah, until you actually try it. The first 2 weeks? Hell, my brain craved distraction like a junkie craves their next hit. I felt anxious, restless, even physically uncomfortable without the constant drip of stimulation. Sometimes I'd just sit there staring at a blank wall because my focus muscles were so weak they couldn't even lift a thought. But around week 3, something shifted. Little moments of flow started to creep in. That feeling where time melts away and you're just in it. Tiny changes at first. I could remember things better. Ideas connected in ways they hadn't before. My brain didn't feel like sludge by 3 p.m. Even my sleep improved. And for the first time in what felt like forever, I actually felt satisfied at the end of a day. Not from doing more, but from doing something meaningful. Here's what was happening behind the scenes. During deep work, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for focus and problem solving, activates fully. Every time you push yourself to stay in that zone, you're literally rewiring your brain, strengthening neural pathways, building insulation around them, upgrading from dial up to fiber optic. You're not just getting better at focusing, you're changing who you are. And if you do it consistently, those changes become permanent. By month 3, it wasn't just better focus, it was like my entire brain leveled up. Projects that once dragged on for weeks were done in days. Creative blocks I thought were just part of me dissolved. Problems that used to feel overwhelming became puzzles I actually wanted to solve. I finished a side project I'd been procrastinating on for 2 years in 6 weeks. The biggest realization? Deep work isn't about working more, it's about working better. 2 focused hours could produce more real value than 8 hours of distracted, half-hearted effort. It's not hustle culture, it's smart culture. But here's the part nobody tells you. Deep work doesn't just upgrade your productivity, it transforms your entire life. The deeper I got into this practice, the more I started noticing. Conversations became richer. Nature looked more vivid. Food tasted better. I wasn't just getting more done, I was actually living. Anxiety went down. Satisfaction went up. And that constant buzzing stress that had lived in the back of my mind, it started to fade. Of course, life didn't magically become perfect. Emergencies happened. Schedules got wrecked. Some days my brain flat out refused to cooperate. But I learned to adapt. I built environment cues, signals my brain that it was deep work time. I created rituals to re-enter flow after interruptions. I started productive meditation during walks, thinking deeply while moving. Every setback wasn't failure, it was a lesson. And by month 6, the changes were undeniable. I could juggle complex ideas in my head without losing the thread. I could sit with hard ones for hours without giving up. I could push through mental discomfort instead of tapping out. My brain wasn't just working harder. This didn't just impact work either. My career took off, my creativity exploded, but more importantly, I finally felt pride in my craft. Technology didn't own me anymore. I owned it. Phone, a tool, not a leash. Social media, occasional indulgence, not a daily addiction. Digital minimalism gave me the space to build depth. And the wildest part? The less I depended on cheap dopamine, the more I actually enjoyed technology when I chose to use it. Around month 8, something incredible happened. My creativity unlocked. Ideas flowed freely. Connections formed naturally. What used to feel like pushing a boulder uphill now felt like surfing a wave. Writer's block? Gone. Mental friction? Dissolved. This is what psychologists call creative incubation. Your subconscious mind working on problems even while you're resting. Focus during deep work. Freedom during downtime. It's a paradox that only makes sense once you live it. By the time I hit the 1 year mark, the transformation was clear. Deep work didn't just make me more productive, it made me more human, more disciplined, more present, more alive. I had rebuilt my relationship with time, with work, with creativity, and most importantly, with myself. In a world designed to steal your attention, focus has become a revolutionary act, a competitive advantage professionally, a superpower personally. If you take one thing away from this, let it be this: your attention is your life. How you direct it will determine not just what you achieve, but who you become. 1 year of deep work didn't just change my brain, it changed my soul. Want to start your journey? Here's where I would start if I had to do it all over again. 1. Schedule deep work sessions. Even 30 minutes a day is enough to start. 2. Build an environment that eliminates distractions before you even sit down. 3. Choose one project that matters. Make it your playground for deep focus. 4. Track your wins, even the small ones. 5. Share your journey. Build momentum with others who value depth. You gave me your most precious gift today, your attention. Thank you. Now, go build something meaningful with yours.